Rest in peace, Etika. I can't say that I was a hardcore follower of him, but one thing that I know was like I can say that I was a casual watcher of him. Um, I watched a few of his stuff, but every time I seen him, he was always energetic. He was always just, over the top energy, regardless of what it was, And like that's like one thing that helped me take away my stress and stuff like that. And when I first heard about what happened, I was like, okay, this is something that's real. But it's like people don't understand what you go through, especially if you are hurting so much and acting a certain way to where you're pushing people away or you're just doing extreme stuff or whatever. And I've heard multiple times that he always had mental illness. And me personally, I don't believe that, because when it comes to something like that and you're saying stuff like that, it's like people are never going to understand you, It's like you're going through so much with yourself and you're like, you know what, I got it. I can take care of it. And he was saying that he hopes that what he did will make YouTube a better place in the future. It's like so many people die. So many people care about you once you leave. And I think that's just sad. Because literally everything that he said, I felt. Everything that he did, I felt. I've tried before, multiple times. But the thing is I always thought of what can do that the fastest? What can get rid of me the fastest, right? And when you're thinking about that, when you're in that state of mind, people say it's being selfish. And think of it in a wide range within that, with all the people that surround you. I can believe that. you know? But it's like, okay, he was suffering too. He had a lot of people that loved him, right? Especially when he was talking about his mom. He loved his mom. He loved his fans, his family. But it's like when you have to deal with so much, I do not believe that's called mental illness. I believe that's called you going through so much in your life that you have so much to hang on to that people do not understand what you're going through, but yet when you want to tell somebody, first thing they say is, oh, I understand. Oh, I'm so sorry. This man went through so much on camera. But it's like, man, what was he going through off camera? And it's like you have people that likes to troll or like to just spread hate, and then when you're already feeling bad, people already commented on your videos or your posts, and they're just saying stuff that's just unneeded. It's like people don't understand that as much positivity that people can give you, negativity has a stronger impact. And anybody can agree with me on this. When it comes to positivity taking over, it's like you have to put yourself in that mindset to be like, you know what, I'm gonna push that negativity aside. I'm gonna take in all the positive energy. It's like you're preparing yourself for that. And for the people that are out there that are dealing with this, it's like, learn what's wrong with yourself first. Learn yourself. Learn yourself. Learn how to love yourself. Learn what's making you feel that way. It's like you had Lil Peep, you had X. I'm not even gonna go through all the deaths. But it's too many this year. And when it comes to just looking back at his streams and how much emotion he had, it's like, man, like sometimes, you know, some people catch it, you know, like, oh, something's off, or, you know, something's not right. But it's like the happiest people have to deal with the most stuff. And all I can say is to his family, to his friends, to his top supporters, to his top subscribers, just stay strong. Learn from what he was telling you when it comes to the positivity and negativity. to better yourself. He wants to make YouTube a better place. I'm not going to say he's hoping or that he wishes, because I want to put that into reality that this will change it. It's too much people that's going out trying to be themselves, or that's going through family issues or personal issues, and they have nobody to talk to. Even when it's like you have those friends and they're like, oh yeah, you know what, you could talk to me whenever. It's like, okay, but are you checking up on him? Have you messaged him? You know, when there wasn't any warning, you know, just on a regular day. It's like that goes a long way. That shows you who really cares. Or just the people that just take initiative, you know, when they're just on your mind or when they're thinking about you. This is not like a video to just state negatives or state what's, you know, the negative that's going on and what happened to him. This is just like, this man did not reach 30. He was right there. And it's like nowadays, you know, back then people were like, oh yeah, you know, I'll be happy to see 21. Now it's just like, man, you should be shooting to make it past 20. You should be shooting for positivity in your life, to where it gets to a point to where you can take over anything. I can't say I know exactly how you felt, because I don't know what was going on in his mind. But I can say, from what I seen, the pain in his eyes when he was going through certain stuff, I know how that feels. And I'm not gonna lie, like, that puts a lot of things in perspective. 'Cause like, I battled through depression a lot. And it just comes to certain people in just waves, but you know, when it hits me, it's just like, it's just there. I don't want anybody to get to that point to where they're making a video like, man, when I was watching that, I'm just like, man, this is not even a letter no more. This is making videos. He's apologizing to people. And that whole time, he was like thinking about everything, everybody, and still had it in his mind to where he still wanted to do that. He was like, he basically just gave up. He was like, his life is already messed up. And that's not the case. There's always a chance to redeem yourself no matter what. The hardest thing we usually go through, just depending on how or what life you live, is high school. High school, middle school. Those are like the hardest things, to where everything starts to become embarrassing, to bullying, to not having nobody to talk to friends, to I want everybody out there to be safe. If you have somebody that you trust and talk to them, or being able to talk to them, talk to them. If you don't feel like you can talk to anybody, write it down. Get it out your head. Record it. Don't send it to somebody, leave it to yourself. Make a song. Build a channel to release something, just I push positivity. I say my phrase is PCL. Positivity changes lives. It really does, and people do not understand that. Whenever people are saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, then they want to say, oh, you're not gonna do it, and just write mean comments or say a whole bunch of mean things to you, and it's like, okay, now he's gone and you're saying RIP. It shouldn't be that way. I want everybody to look up his story if you haven't seen it. Watch his videos if you haven't watched it. But please listen to what I'm saying, because it's beyond you. It's a lot of things that has to deal with you, of course. You have people that loves you. You have friends that probably love you more than anything. Use that as motivation. Use that as a start. And then focus on yourself and find out what's wrong with yourself. How do you make that better? I just want everybody to really understand this. I'm tired of seeing deaths. I'm tired of seeing just black people dying, period. Because that's what I've been seeing the most, from police brutality to everybody stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next video.